Let's move on to the third email today. And the third email today comes to us from Danny P, who writes, one of the movies I've really been looking forward to is Overlord. The trailers almost gave me a Wolfenstein 3D video game movie feel. I wanted to know if you've heard anything about it and if it will be any good. All right, thanks a lot for the question, man. And you're right. That first Overlord trailer came out, produced by J.J. Abrams, I believe. First thing came out, and that's the way you described it is exactly how I felt about it. It completely felt like a Wolfenstein 3D movie to me. And it felt and I mean this in the best way, it felt low budget, but going for really gritty, very visceral sort of stuff, right? And it felt like that's what they were going for. And the trailers have sold me on it. And now the film has actually played, I believe it played at Fantastic Fest, and we are now actually getting our first critic reviews for it coming out. And you know what? They're overwhelmingly positive. The reviews we're getting on Overlord right now are overwhelmingly positive. Now, they're not all loving the film. Some of them are just saying, yeah, it's good. It's a good movie. Some of them are loving it. Some of them are saying, it's good. But overwhelmingly, it's positive. So let's take a look at what some of the people are saying about Overlord at this point. From IO9, Overlord blends war and zombies in a way that's familiar but done well, and adds enough personality and pizzazz to definitely make it worth your time. Dread Central writes, Overlord gave me exactly what I wanted. Tight, fun, vicious, and brimming with practical effects gore. You'll be hard-pressed to find a film as gleefully bloody this year. Going to some of the bigger trades, Variety writes, at its Fantastic Fest premiere, the audience applauded for the goriest Nazi deaths with sincere glee, content to duck out from the news cycle to spend 2 hours in a world of clear heroes and villains. A few other ones. IndieWire writes, J.J. Abrams' Nazi monster movie is intense, ravishing, and surprisingly deep. The Hollywood Reporter writes, horror fans should cheer, as will admirers of the ensembles and up-and-coming cast. And finally, Slash Film writes, for a movie that promises Nazi mad scientists and their creations lurking the halls of some creeptacular abandoned herch, Overlord packs a superhuman punch that'll leave a gaping cavity in your chest. These are the types of feedback. This is the type of review I want to hear for a movie like Overlord. When you look at the trailers and you look at what it seems to be promising and everything, that Wolfenstein 3D, honestly, if you had just said, like, played this trailer exactly the way it is, changed nothing, and just put the title Wolfenstein 3D, the movie, on it, I wouldn't have blinked. I totally would have believed this is a Wolfenstein 3D movie. But understanding those are kind of my expectations, these are the types of reviews I want to hear. These aren't the types of reviews that I want to hear for A Star Is Born or for First Man, but for a movie like Overlord, it's totally what I'm down for. So yeah, look, if you've been looking forward to this movie, good news. The reviews right now, the feedback, the first responses have been very positive. Let's see what happens when the wider group of critics get a chance to see it, and we'll see how it turns out. But I'm kind of enthused. I'm very excited about it so far. All right, let's move on to the final email of the